there's a few things that I want you to do before you apply for a credit card. And these things don't go in no particular order. You just make sure that you're checking off these boxes because it's important. Remember, we're trying to put ourselves in the best position to improve our odds to obtain whatever credit product that we striving to get, right? We want to make sure that we got the best possibility. So in order to do that, we got to make sure that we're doing a couple of things. So the first thing that I want you to do is get on the phone with the credit card company and make sure you ask them what credit bureaus they pull from. Now, I said boroughs, right? Boroughs, right? In plural. But in all essence, you want to make sure that they're only pulling from one credit card bureau. So if they tell you that they're pulling for Equifax and TransUnion, you can hang up the phone and say, all right, thank you very much. Boom. And you're not even going to apply for that card. And the reason being is because we're trying to build our credit. So we're at a point where we can't afford to be wasting inquiries, right? Because we need all 15 of those inquiries to put ourselves in the best position to build that credit to the number that we want it to be, right? Yeah, so in order to do that, we need to know what credit bureaus that these products that we're striving to obtain pull from. Now, the next thing that you want to do as well is you want to make sure that there's some type of welcome bonus. You know, you want to feel good when you apply for something and you accept it. You want to feel like they wanted you here. They wanted you to have this credit card. Yes, here's $200 if you spend $2,000 in the first 90 days. We know that's easy, right? Here's $500. Here's 100,000, right? Reward points. We need that from American Express. We want to feel wanted. We need that. So that's something that you want to pay attention to, welcome bonuses. And remember, you don't have to just pick one card. You can take 5 cards and compare them. And the one that's got the best offer, that's the one we want to apply for, right? Or the ones that have the best offers, those are the ones we want to apply for. So in addition to making sure that they have some form of welcome bonus, you also want to see if they got a pre-approval tool, right? Because if this credit card comes with a pre-approval tool, you know, and you can see what are the odds of you actually getting this, and then you use the pre-approval tool and it says, hey, you know, not this time. All right, we know now not to apply for this. We're not even going to waste our time. We're not even going to put a dent on our credit profile by even applying for this, right? But if it says we pre-approved, if it says that the odds are great, yeah, we might want to go that route if it checks off some of the other boxes as well. Now, another thing you want to look for is that good old balance transfer. You know I like the balance transfer. You want to make sure that if you got balances on your other credit cards, you know, and maybe those balance transfers are coming to an end, you want to make sure that you can take that balance and put it over here, right? Yeah, we want to make sure that these credit cards are doing the best that they can do for us, right? That's what we want to make sure. What we also want to pay attention to is annual fees. Bro, we don't want to pay for no annual fees. We don't want to have to pay to use your product. I just told you we want welcome bonuses. We want you to pay us to use your product, right? Because if you wasn't getting rich off this product, you wouldn't be out here, you know, dishing it out. We know y'all making money. We know. We could Google how much money American Express made, how much money Visa, MasterCard made, how much money Discover made. We could Google it. They're making money. They're not making money because they're making money. They're making money because they're making it off of us. So if they're going to make some bucks off us, which we don't mind, because we're going to make money off of them, right? We're going to use these credit cards to put ourselves in a position to turn it into money. We're going to take the money. We're going to turn the money into a business. The business is going to make us money, and we good. And we ain't going to feel no type of way, you know? So we want welcome offers, not annual fees. So pay attention to annual fees. And the main reason for annual fees, is that they want to guarantee that they're going to make some money off you every year. Now, we cool with y'all making money if we using the product. But we know and understand that let's say we get a card and it has a welcome bonus of $200-$300. After we fulfilled, right, our duty in using that card, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever it is in 90 days, and then they give us the money, that welcome bonus, and then somebody else sends us an email, say they got a welcome bonus for us, we want to make sure that we don't have to use this card anymore and it's not going to affect us. So then we push this card to the side and then we move on to the next. And then after we do that, we push that to the side and then we move on to the next, so forth and so on. You get where I'm coming from? So this is the reason why we want to make sure there's no annual fees, because when you get to a point, like let's say where I'm at, I got 8 credit cards personal right now. What if I had annual fees on all 8 of my cards? I only use the newest ones that I got. Some cards are only used for a balance transfer. So now you're telling me every year I got to pay you $50? I'm not with that. Now, there is a flip side to annual fees that are actually beneficial. And that's when you're utilizing credit cards that actually have a good reward point system. Now, if they got a good reward point system, I will say you can go ahead and pay that annual fee. That is if you're going to use that card in a manner that allows you to benefit from it. Because if you're not going to benefit from it, then it's useless, right? So I'm at a point where I'm on the edge of whether or not I'm going to get this American Express Gold or this Platinum, because it comes with an annual fee. I think one is like $4.95, the other one's $6.95. Now, there are perks. If you travel a lot, you're gonna get that back. If you travel, you go to an airport that got the priority, skybox. I think it's called the priority skybox. I don't know. I haven't been yet, but I've walked by it. They got a lounge, and in that lounge, you get free drinks and I believe free appetizers. And I think you can bring one person with you. And if you got more than one person, the other people just got to pay 20 or $40 or something. I don't really know. I'll dive into it when I actually get the card if I pull the trigger. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm flying a lot. But then I get to points in my life where I don't fly. So I don't know if that benefits me, right? I got to actually science up the card to see if it makes sense. Because if I can get $1,200 worth of perks off a card that I'm only paying $700 for a year, it makes sense. So that's the only way we pay annual fees, right? If the perks make sense, if the perks outweigh the annual fee. If they don't outweigh the annual fee, we're not paying annual fees. And that pretty much sums up a few of the things that you should do, right? You should do. You also should make sure that credit utilization is between 2 and 9%. So that you could get the highest limit possible, right? So that you can improve your odds, right? These are things that you want to make sure. So you pay down that credit utilization if you can. If you can't, that's cool, because you still could get approved. But remember, we trying to put ourselves in position to get the best possible outcome that we can get. We trying to get $20,000 cards on the first WAP. The highest card that I got in the first WAP was $15,000, and that was on the business side. Nonetheless, it was $15,000, as opposed to I just got approved of a card that I'm about to do a video for, and that was only $7,000. I ain't mad. I'm not mad. $7,000 is cool. You get 10 cards for $7,000, you got $70,000. You ain't got 10 friends that's gonna loan you $7,000, and that's how I look at it, and that's how you should look at it too. But make sure you do these things before you apply for a credit card, and you're gonna be good to go. You're gonna be good to go.